Hey friends, my name is Heather Green and I am a holistic hairstylist, educator, and coach. And I help fellow hairdressers learn how to create a more profitable, more fulfilling, and a more holistic business behind the chair. Now in today's video, we are gonna talk about the number one biggest mistake that so many hairdressers are making with their money right now. And when I say hairdressers, I'm primarily referring to independent hairdressers, so stylists who work for themselves. And the biggest mistake that so many of these stylists are making, are you ready for it? Is that they aren't separating their business finances from their personal finances. Okay, so first off, let's clarify what I even mean by separated. Now, when I mean separated, I mean that you actually have a separate bank account specifically for anything business related, okay? Any sort of expense that you have is considered an operating expense, and that should be coming from that business bank account. So any hair color that you purchase, any new tools, any combs, any clips, this could be any marketing subscriptions or coaching or anything like that. Continuing education, that's a big one. Literally all of it. If it has to do with your business, it should be coming from the money that is both made and spent from your business bank account. Another one that I think independent hairdressers forget about is any change that you give back to your clients. So I know most clients are using their debit or credit cards these days, typically to pay for a service. However, if some of them decide to pay you with cash and they give you a $100 bill and their service is only $50 and you need to give them change, you should have cash on hand ready to give them. That is not from your personal wallet, okay? This should be change that is designated from a money bag for your business. Another one is your POS system. So what that stands for is point of sale system. I love using Square because it's very simple, easy to use. My clients are already familiar with it most likely. And whatever system you use to both book and charge for your services with, that should be connected to this separate business bank account. It sure as heck should not be going to your personal bank account. And that includes, which we need to do a whole nother video on this topic alone, but Venmo. Do not be using Venmo to allow your clients to pay you because that's typically going to your personal bank account, right? And we don't want that. Basically, long story short, any money that's going to your account or going from your account to pay for operating expenses should be going to a separate business bank account. Now, some of you might be watching this and thinking, okay, Heather, I hear you, but like, why is this so important? Because I've been going years and haven't kept my finances separate and I'm doing pretty good. Okay, first, let's start off with if you want to grow or become more financially successful than you are currently, which we should always be striving for growth, right? You need to keep your personal and your business finances separate because you are not a hobbyist, you're a business owner. And as a business owner, it's expected that you keep your finances separate. You sure as hell wouldn't go to, I want to use a dentist, for example, okay? Like you wouldn't go to your dentist and then go up to the front desk, pay for your teeth cleaning that you just had, and like, hey, do you use Venmo? Can you just shoot us a Venmo payment really quick and that's how you can pay for your teeth cleaning? Hell no, it would be looked at as very unprofessional. And if you're trying to be a higher end hairstylist who's bringing in good money for your services, then you don't want to be using things like Venmo or having people pay you to your personal accounts. It's just not seen as professional. It's seen as a hobby. If you want to do hair as a hobby, that's cool. Keep doing hair as a hobby. But what I'm trying to help hairdressers with is level up their careers, really achieve the financial success that they're looking for, and to be seen as a friggin' professional, right? Now, one thing I just touched on is that it's expected, and it is. Now, let's say that you're an independent hairdresser and you want to expand and open up your own salon, right? Cool. But if you need to get financing or a loan, a very big loan to open this salon, they're gonna wanna look at your business finances. And if all you have to show them is a Venmo account or your personal bank account, that's not gonna fly. Banks are gonna wanna see profit and loss statements and a whole overview of your financial picture and what your business looks like. It can't be intermixed with your personal money. It's just not gonna fly. And then the last thing that I wanted to note is that it keeps managing your money for your business easy. If you have everything jumbled and then you're working with somebody to help elevate your business and we need to take a look at your numbers, for example, and then you're like, oh, well, actually it's in my personal bank account. Can I just show you my personal bank account? And all of a sudden I'm seeing your grocery bills and your vacation bills mixed with your continuing education, mixed with your color, mixed with your rent payment. Like that's just not gonna work. It would be nearly impossible to go through there and filter everything out and get a genuine picture about what your numbers look like and how your business is doing. So save yourself from this when you are ready to level up, right? And work with somebody and have them help you create this financial abundance that you're looking for. Do yourself a favor and make sure that your finances are already 110% separated. Okay, now if you're like, shoot, Heather, that's me. Like, I'm currently not managing my money in a way that you're advocating for right now. I don't have my business finances separated from my personal finances. What should I do? First off, no shame. I just want to say you are not alone in this. This is why the video title was called "The Number One Mistake That So Many Hairdressers Are Making with Their Money," or something along those lines, because it is so common. And I think the reason for that is there's a huge lack of education out there for us hairdressers about managing our money efficiently and as a true business owner. There's a shit ton, an amazing amount of education out there for technical skills, whether it's extensions or coloring or cutting. But when it comes to how the hell do we manage our money, there's just not a lot of resources out there. For me personally, I don't have a super great history with my finances for the last decade. I mean, when I was an employed stylist, pretty much all of those 10 years, I lived paycheck to paycheck. I had several $1,000s of debt on credit cards, and I was lucky if I had more than $5 in my savings account, okay? That was me. But when I knew that I was going from employed hairdresser to working for myself, I knew I had to level the heck up and become better with my money. Because if I wanted to be a successful hairdresser, that meant being successful with the finances and the back end of running a business. And even though it took a little bit to develop a system and try and find the right resources that helped me to manage my money, the very first thing I knew I had to do, right? We all know we have to do this on some level, but the very first thing I knew I had to do was make sure that my personal and my business finances were separated. And the way to do that, to start off, is to open a business bank account. Now, if this is you too, and you need help managing your money, and you're like, okay, Heather, so I'll go out tomorrow and open that separate bank account, but then what? Don't worry, I got you. I literally created an entire step-by-step system that helps fellow hairdressers learn exactly how to manage their money with ease. And don't worry, this is not some fluffy course that's like, make sure you save some money for your taxes every quarter. Like, this is not that type of course. I show you exactly how to go about budgeting your finances for your specific business and what you're bringing in each month, how to go about paying all your operating expenses, how much money you should be bringing in each month given your specific operating expenses, how much to pay yourself monthly, when to pay yourself monthly. All of these things I go over in my signature course, Mindful Money Management. And I know this ish works because it's the exact system that I have been using for the last 2+ years as an independent stylist. And it's been pretty stinking successful. I mean, I've been able to save thousands of dollars for my taxes. I pay my operating expenses each month with ease. I have the money to pay myself for a 3-month sabbatical from working behind the chair right now. And check this out, I have 10 grand just hanging out in my business bank account for a future maternity leave for when my husband and I get pregnant. Pretty crazy transformation, am I right? Now, my question for you is, what do you struggle with when it comes to managing your money as a hairstylist? And my second question, are you currently keeping your business and your personal finances separate? Let me know in the comments below. And again, if you are a hairdresser looking for step-by-step guidance on how to manage your business finances, definitely go check out my Mindful Money Management course. I'll put the information below this video. Please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions. And if you like this video, if you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and I will see you next week.